Hey guys, Stealthy here and welcome back to They Are Billions. In my fledgling colony over here, life seems pretty peaceful. I have quite a few villages or quite a few houses already set up, and I'm working on upgrading my tents so that these colonists have a bit more protection from the cold. I am working on a bit more soldiers, or rather, a bit more troops in general. At the moment I can only build rangers, but I hope to encounter iron soon, so that I can actually get to soldiers. Over here in the northeast, we got Mr. Chubby. This is a giant. Yeah, he's a bit talkative. He has 10,000 hit points, a whole bunch of armor, and that means that a lot of damage reduction is in place. He is not very fast, fortunately. But still, I'd rather not get too close to this guy, because he will tear your soldiers in half. So for now, the focus is on expanding further, getting more resources, encountering iron, and making sure that I have enough defenses to, well, defend this colony against the zombies, because there still are many. So let's get on their way. Food's good, workers are good. Actually, workers are the bottleneck. Power production is definitely important, so let's keep that up. I will need a bit more wood, and ideally I just make sure that this part is defended. So I'm going to build a couple more archers. Or rangers, if you want to be exact. And with the rangers, I want to be pushing out further. I have a couple of them here. This is my raiding party. At the same time, I cannot push them out too far, because if I do that and I kind of miss one, then there is still a chance that we're going to be finding, like that, a zombie which just wanders into the base. So let's keep pushing out and make sure nobody gets close. To make sure that nobody gets close, I'm going to have at least one on patrol. Let's say the other one over there.
You are going to pay me for this, right?
Please take this one out fast, thank you.
What do you want now?
Because now we can start to push these guys back. In the meanwhile, I'm going to keep upgrading houses, which means more income. And also working closer towards the total population goal of 1,000. Another goal that I have is to be working on, and I'm not sure if I have it unlocked yet. No, I don't have it unlocked yet. I was going to say something that I'm working towards is getting the advanced center. The stone workshop. Ah, my bad. Here it is. I can get stone housing. That's definitely a next step. For now, the plan is just to focus on upgrading everything to the standard house, because as I've learned in an off-screen game, you cannot just upgrade a tent to a stone house. The game won't allow that. So I gotta take it slow. And for those of you just joining the stream, welcome and thank you for joining. Now let's push these guys out of the way. Make sure they don't get too close to this ranger, because this one is still rather inexperienced and definitely not capable of sustaining a fight.
The train has arrived at the station.
Better be good.
Now every now and then you will see an enemy group come close here. So I'm going to need either to upgrade the amount of forces that I have in these towers, and or double the walls, probably both. At the same time, I want to be pushing out here on this side. But I can only be pushing out on so many sides at the same time. So I'm going to have to make a choice. The choice for me is to currently push over here, just to the north. I will have a couple more rangers, because I simply have more than enough manpower, so I'm going to be doubling up on these walls. Making sure that I have double rangers in every tower.
Yes, tell me.
Now, no shortage of targets over here. Let's give the slightly less experienced rangers a chance to get their own veterancy levels up.
A new task.
This one's already good, 78, this one's 3. Yeah, this one definitely was around longer.
Building completed.
You're going to be joining that as well. And in my experience, just on this map, using rangers to clear the map is more than enough. You don't really need soldiers, but you need soldiers even to kill Chubby over there. So that's what the soldiers are going to be for. But of course, in order to get there, I'm going to need a bit more. I'm going to need iron. If I remember correctly, there's iron over here. So I could just make sure that this part is blocked off. build a couple of walls, maybe a gate, have a couple of rangers patrolling this area.
Sounds interesting.
And using all this fertile green land over here, I can have a lot of farms. So a lot more population.
Attention. Building
Upgrade the houses, or the tents.
Oh, here we go again.
These guys are not doing too bad on promotions.
Any infected around?
Alright, you join that one.
What?
You join this one.
Attention. Building completed.
I thought there was going to be a third one, but apparently not. 1, 2... Yeah, so I still need 3 more rangers. And then I have double on everything.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Ooh,
What?
that got a bit
Are you
close.
sure?
Some of these infected are fresh.
You are gonna pay me for
And that
this,
makes them
right?
especially dangerous, because they are really approaching rangers faster than the rangers can kill them off.
This, right?
So this is something I'm going to have to focus on first,
You again.
like that. Make sure you keep the fresh ones at bay, unless you want to lose some rangers.
Yeah.
Alright, keep pushing out Tesla towers.
The train has arrived at the station.
There are no real waves on this map,
What do you want now?
but every now and then the game will throw you a bit of a challenge in the form of a sort of a random wave. And that means that every now and then, one of those waves is going to be crashing into your defenses. If you don't have any, well, that's going to be a bit of a test. Okay,
New task.
let's finish that thing up quickly.
Building
When it's
completed.
up, we can push out further.
My bow and arrows
There we
are
go. Another thing that I want to get is another sawmill. Let's see, more tents.
ready. What?
I
What do
heard
you
another
want
ranger
now?
get completed. 2, 2, 2, and I think that's the last one. Okay, I'm gonna get 4 more rangers. I'm gonna have 2 on station here, and a couple on station here, and I still have these 2 patrolling.
You order, you pay.
But stuff like this does keep happening. They will keep coming
A
at
new
you.
task.
Attention. Building completed.
Gotcha.
Now, this is a nice and pretty tight area.
You
So over here,
What?
I could set up a
My
constriction.
bow and arrows are ready.
Just making sure they don't push on beyond that. Sawmill. 10 is not
Train has
ideal.
arrived at the station.
Well, it's the best I can... Oh, actually I can get a 14 here. That's more than enough. Okay, food is going to be next. What do we have here? 42.
Building completed.
And looks like power could be the next issue at 21. So let's set up another mill.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Alright, you ladies over here.
You again. Yes, tell me.
Now, unfortunately, it sounds like the neighbors picked this exact moment, which is a little past 8 p.m. for me,
Building completed.
to do some
Any
interior
infected
redecorating. So if you hear some hammering in the walls, that is not me.
What? I hope you're not wasting
That's
my
the
time.
neighbors.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Our forces are in danger.
They are?
This better be good.
One got close.
Attention. Building
Okay.
completed. Attention. Building completed.
A double wall. And I ran
My
out of
bow
wood
and
again.
arrows are ready.
This additional sawmill should help alleviate that issue. We need a bit more.
What?
These guys are definitely coming in
You
fast.
are gonna pay me for this, right?
With this area defended by those 2, I can assign the others over here.
You are gonna pay me
Quick.
for this, right? You again.
Keep them at bay.
Yes.
This colonist is freaking the hell out. Can't really blame him with the baddies right next door. And I don't mean the neighbors this time around, or at least
What
not
do you want now?
the real life
You
neighbors.
order, you pay.
Please don't tell me you're stuck.
You again. A new
That would
task.
be a bit unfortunate.
Gotcha.
Okay, this additional stone I normally wouldn't use, but in this case, since I'm going to be upgrading the stone housing, could come in handy. And since I have a good number of power stations going on, and a decent proportion of food, let's see, I'm going to need energy first.
Building completed.
I might be able to get away with a pretty small colony but one which definitely has a high amount of colonists.
Building
Just a high density. Alright, I need another tick of wood.
You again.
Really?
Oh.
I had
more
2 additional
orders.
rangers here on standby.
The train has
One
arrived at
there.
the station.
And one here. And a wall over there.
What do you want
Attention.
now?
Building completed.
Come on, take them out fast. You're gonna get scratched.
Attention. Building completed.
What? Yeah.
You in that tower.
This better be good. Gotcha.
I am gonna go with a double wall. Because this is an area that I don't want to pay too much attention to. And if they come for this area, then I might not get there in time with the QRF. So let's send 2 additional rangers this way. Making sure I have enough
Units
firepower.
under attack.
A new task.
And the Sam's gonna go for this area.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great.
At least these rangers are definitely getting their promotions in. And yet, the zombies still managed to get close. That's actually pretty impressive, considering the amount of arrows that those archers are
Bow
putting
and
out.
Arrows are ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Join that one.
What? Yeah. Let me put an arrow in his head. Okay.
That's another fresh. See, now they're being taken out fast.
You again.
The train
What?
has arrived
you
at
over
the
here?
station.
What do you want
You
now?
don't really have
Are
to
you
patrol
sure?
this far
This
back,
better be
and you can
good.
join
My
that one,
bow and arrows are ready.
and you can join that tower.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha.
This is a nice area to set up a big, big farm area. There is a lot of food up for grabs.
What do you want now?
Look at that. I'm going to have to add more rangers to this group. I mean, 8 rangers is not too many,
My
but
bow and arrows are ready.
even so,
Are you sure?
they keep coming in from all directions. I wouldn't have enough firepower. But throw in a couple more rangers mounted in the towers, and you have plenty.
What?
Speaking of plenty, this is an additional, I think, 70 food. So with all that food, I should be ready to upgrade the rest of my buildings. My population is currently at 392. So with 392,
Building completed.
let's see, one stone house has 16 colonists. So I need about 80, no, 60 of these houses. Yeah, I'm definitely not at that level yet.
Building completed.
But there's plenty of room for
You
expansion.
again. I hope you're not wasting my time. My bow and arrows
Faster
are
than
ready.
my bow.
The train has arrived at the station.
What do you want now?
Yeah, join the rest of the group.
What?
Okay, once again, power.
Attention. Building completed.
See, these mills you can just throw down almost anywhere.
You are gonna pay me.
The only limitation, they cannot be too close together.
Oh, here we go again. My bow
Just
and
like real
arrows
life
are
windmills in that sense, I guess.
ready. Okay.
Keep firing, keep engaging,
Are you sure?
keep clearing the map.
What? Yeah. Right between the eyes. You are gonna.
Now
pay
this
me
map
for
is
this,
definitely
right?
going to take at least one more episode to clear.
You again.
Because that giant needs to go, but that's not the only thing. I need to destroy all the infected.
Attention.
What? My
So
bow
I need to
and
make my
arrows
way
are ready.
across the entire map and clear out
Attention.
everything.
Building completed.
That is going to take some work. Let's see, I think I have all my tents done. So now we're upgrading the stone housing, and now my stone is going to be a bottleneck. So I'm going to have to include this bit of stone in my base. That means I will need a couple more rangers,
Attention.
just on defense here. Although I could relocate these
A new task.
and make sure that that's not going to be a
The
problem.
train has arrived at the station.
What do you want now?
Alright, you guys are Task Force 2. Oh, see, this is a mini wave.
That a plan?
This. And yeah, it's not a lot. But if those guys hit an undefended sector
My
and they
bow
break
arrows
through,
are ready.
then you have a hell of a challenge on your hands. Because if they get to a town, a couple of these buildings, they take over one of these, you got 16 new zombies on the loose.
Gotcha. You
And
are
with
gonna pay
that,
me for this, right?
quite a
Whatever you
challenge.
say, as long as you pay me.
Come on, take them all down. It is good practice for these new...
My bow and arrows
Taste
are
my
ready.
arrows.
I keep forgetting the name. These new rangers, though. Alright, get the walls back up. Get the Tesla tower online. And let's get the quarry operational. It's an additional 4 stone. It's not a whole lot, but it doesn't really need to be.
Oh,
And this is an area where I don't think I need to come anyway. So let's make sure it's clear.
my bow and arrows are
Then set up
ready.
some defenses,
Gotcha.
because if the game
Straight to
does
the
decide to
heart.
spawn a random wave here on the side, then I'd rather make sure that they don't actually get through. And this is also why I set up these intermittent walls, making sure nothing can get through.
The train has arrived at the station.
That should be enough, so I just need 2
You are gonna
rangers
pay
over
me for
there.
this, right? Okay.
You guys,
My bow and arrows
Building
are ready.
completed.
and the
This
rest
better be good.
can join Task Force 2.
Oh, here we go again.
Keep pushing out.
You again. Are you sure?
Population already 500. Nice. Oh, I need... Ooh, that went fast. I need more food.
This better be good. You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great.
The rookies are in
So
trouble.
tired. Last night was amazing. Yeah.
Okay, give me another Tesla tower. We're expanding.
You again.
All this farmland.
Oh, more orders.
Nice. Just
Great.
once again, I need to make sure that they
Let me put an
don't
arrow in his
either
head.
intentionally or
Roger that.
accidentally overrun it. Because farms also house colonists. And that makes them a prime
Yes.
target,
My
and also
bow
a prime
is
security
ready.
reason, or a security concern. Because I have had it happen that I thought, this farm is fine over here.
Attention.
And the
So
farm turned out to be the
Last
main
night was
catalyst
amazing.
of a zombie horde.
What?
Train has
Stuff like
arrived at
that
the station.
unfortunately does happen. Okay, population's definitely good at 48. Let's get a couple more rangers. Mostly defensive rangers in this case. And if I push out this defensive boundary to here and there, that's going to be the new position for these
Our
rangers.
forces are in danger.
Because I won't need that much of a firepower in the back of the line.
Building completed.
Ooh, you really need some
What?
medical assistance.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Some of these guys
What do you want
are not
now?
doing too well.
What?
Maybe not push them out too far yet.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Now, I want to push out here a little further, because again, this is fertile farmland. It is too good to pass up. There's 64 there, there's 60 there. I just need to make sure that they don't accidentally trip it,
What? Yes.
because that would really ruin the colony. Keep pushing out. Hey, Etez, welcome.
Yeah.
Look at the difference between the rookie rangers and the veteran rangers. The amount of damage that they put out is just so much better.
Building completed.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this. Right.
Yeah, I see you over there, lady.
My
We're not
bow
doing
and
that.
arrows are ready.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
More
They are?
orders. Great.
Yeah, they are. Come on. Survive. You got this. Now, setting up a defensive line over here is going to be pretty much on the map edge.
You again. My bow and arrows are ready. Now? Yes.
Zombie on the loose, absolutely.
What?
Alright,
And
you
yes.
4. I need you on temporary defensive duty over here. Oh, iron. Nice. I can use that. Let's see. Can these guys
Better
take
be
it
good. Yes.
by
My
themselves,
bow
or do
and
they need
arrows
further
are ready.
assistance? 'Cause there are
Are
still
there
rangers
other
or
units to bother?
zombies all over the
Whatever
place.
you say.
Rangers too, but
As
mostly
long as you
zombies.
pay me. Okay.
Keep pushing. And over here, I'm feeling pretty confident. So I think I can set up a 64 and another 60 farm over there. Oh.
What?
Whoa, I lost one.
You are gonna pay me for this,
Task Force
right?
2, assist.
The train has arrived at the station.
So this is when I said I was feeling reasonably confident about this position. And I shouldn't have said that.
Units to bother? I hope you're not wasting my time. Oh, more orders.
Come
Roger
on.
that.
With these guys on patrol, we should be
Aren't there
fine.
other units to
Building
bother?
complete.
Famous last words, though.
Attention. Building completed.
And once again, I shall require fresh rangers. You guys over here. And you guys over here. Tower over there.
What do you want now?
More incoming. Including executives.
Attention.
My
Building
bow and
completed.
arrows are ready. You again.
Alright, you two
Better
over
be
here.
good. You again.
And
Are
you
you sure?
slightly further up. And this tower is not ideally placed.
Oh,
I just realized
here
it
we
should have
go
been
again.
one block
The walls are
slightly
under
further
attack.
back. Oh, look, a mini wave.
The train has arrived at the
my
station.
bow and arrows are ready.
These rangers should be able to handle that. But stuff like this, you don't pay attention to it, you're going to regret it.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
And they are already breaking through the first layer of walls, and they're now directly attacking the tower behind it. Stuff like this, I don't want to see.
My
I'm out of
bow
power.
and arrows are ready. What? Roger that.
Alright, you lot in here.
So tired. Last night was amazing.
Fix up the defenses.
Attention.
And immediately proceed to put down another wall. Because those guys
What do you
broke through
want
a
now?
little
My
too
bow
easily.
and arrows are ready.
And that was even a smallish wave. Oh. Derp. That's a gate. Might not want to build in front of a gate. Hold on. Was this area open the whole time? Because this is a major security risk.
This better be good. You again.
Attention.
You guys in here, you guys in
You're
there.
gonna pay me for this, right?
Task Force 1, Task Force 2. These 4 additional rangers.
My bow and arrows
I want
are
you guys to
ready.
push in. First we're gonna close this side.
Units under attack.
Yes, yes.
You again. What?
Need another Tesla.
This better be good.
Ooh,
Okay.
one of them got fairly hurt there. When are these guys gonna get promoted? 70,
Any infected around?
85.
What?
Yeah, they're getting there.
What do you want now? What's up? Any infected
There we
around?
go. Now they're definitely getting there.
Building completed.
That's the second group, or the second ranger from group 2 who got promoted.
What?
For now, I want to finish up on this side of the wall.
A new task.
This area, lock it down, and start pushing out towards the iron. That's the priority. Get the iron. Because I am
What?
definitely
Are
going
you
to need
sure?
soldiers, and a lot of them.
A new task. Okay. Aren't there other
Previous
units to
attempt
bother?
that I did on this map, a successful attempt that is, I had 100 soldiers just mounting a massive assault on that giant. And even then, I'm not going to say the giant didn't care, but the giant
What?
definitely had quite the opinion.
Great. You are
about
gonna
being
pay me for
attacked.
this, right?
The train has
Is that
arrived at
all?
the station.
So boring. Oh.
See,
more
Task Force 1's down to
orders.
6.
What's up? Any infected around?
Now they're back up to 8. And I got 2 more of them over here.
You order? You pay. What?
Look at the numbers these guys have.
Sure.
Ooh,
You are gonna pay
you're
me
gonna have
for
to
this,
fall back
right?
a little.
What? Gotcha. You again.
You guys are
Aren't
part of
there
this group.
other units to bother?
So now I've got 8 and
Yeah.
8 rangers.
What do you want now?
And yes, I could put them in one group. The reason that I'm not
Better
doing
be
it is
good.
because if I
Roger
have
that.
2 groups, I can more easily direct where I want these guys to be pushing. That's why I have 2 of them instead of just 1.
What's up? Any
Our
infested
forces
around?
are in danger.
Okay. Time to throw down some farms. 60. 56. Nice. Good stuff. Now, are there any houses to upgrade? Yeah, a few. And those new houses definitely require a hell of a lot of power.
What do you want now?
Once again, get me more rangers.
Yes. You again.
The train has
Gotcha.
arrived at the station.
Couple of batteries over there. That's
You are gonna
20
pay me
additional
for this,
power
right?
each.
You call that a
Nice. So now back at 47.
plan? Faster than my bow.
I have a decent supply of stone, so I can upgrade some additional housing.
Building completed.
What?
Our soldiers are in
You are
trouble.
gonna pay me for
They
this,
are?
right? Bow and arrows are
Yeah, that's the
again.
patrol.
You are gonna
Attention.
pay me for this,
Building
right?
completed.
Alright, ladies. You guys
Oh,
keep pushing
more.
north. We're gonna keep pushing south. And this is a massive security risk.
Building completed.
What? Roger that.
Need to be pushing out here and set up another defensive line there.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? You order?
Because this is
My
map
bow
edge.
and arrows are ready. What's up?
So I
Any
don't expect
infected
anything to
around?
come in from over
You are
here.
gonna pay me for this, right? Great. Straight to the heart. Okay.
Keep
let's
pushing.
Do this. Whatever you say.
No, there's no
As long as
passage
you
over
pay
there.
me.
I thought I might have a passage where zombies could come in.
Okay.
It looks like we're alright.
My
Let me
bow
put
and
an arrow in
arrows
his
are
head.
ready.
Come to think of it, I might not even have to expand that far. What am I out of? Oh, stone.
The train has
Still got 15 standard houses, but I'm already at 60 or 636 in colonists. So we're definitely getting somewhere.
My
Alright,
bow
push
and
out this
arrows
way.
are ready.
And push out this way.
You are gonna pay me for this.
You
right?
guys keep going.
Yeah.
This might be enough to set up 2 quarries or one good one over here.
Sounds interesting. It
And
could
with
be
that,
worse.
get a
My
nice
bow
bit of
is
firepower
ready.
going in the form of soldiers.
What? Okay. My bow and arrows
Attention.
are ready.
building
Alright, just
completed.
temporarily, I want you guys on patrol.
Yes.
Attention. Building
Making sure
completed.
absolutely nothing gets by here. If it does, I'm holding you guys personally accountable. No, not a quarry. A sawmill. 10.
Units
Farm.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great.
Attention. Building completed.
What?
Let's see, where's the rest of my ranger force? Over here. You guys,
Roger
up here.
that.
The
And set up
train
another
has arrived
Tesla
at
over
the
here,
station.
and that should give me enough to set up a permanent defensive barrier. And with that, make sure that these groups,
Attention.
these rangers over here in the
Building
north,
completed.
are no longer at risk. So I can push those guys down south.
Attention.
This
Building
better
Alright,
be
Task
good.
Force 1, fall back. Yeah, since I have the room. And for as long as it goes, I still have enough
Building
wood
completed.
too. Tower here, tower there. And there you go, that's
What's up?
the
Any
wood
infected
gone.
around? You call that?
I just need
plan?
one more ranger, then I have it all equaled out at 2 at every angle. There's the wood that I was looking for. And a tower here.
You again.
Once again, it might be overkill, but
No,
rather
I'm just
safe
kidding.
than having to redo the
Are you
whole
tense?
damn map.
What do you
I mean,
want
I like the
now?
game,
Whatever you
but
say.
damn, it is punishing if you somehow
Bow and
overlook
arrows are
one
ready.
zombie and the guy decides to go to town.
You again. What do
And
you
I mean
want
literally go to your town and just
Train has arrived at
infect
station.
everything and everybody. I have had it happen and you just... Oh. That is such a rage moment.
now? You again.
And
This
yet,
better be
you
good.
keep coming back to the game.
What?
You keep coming back for more. Okay, that's my defensive barrier in the north. That should be enough. Now the quarry is operational. I can have another gate up here. Because I think that I'm already actually getting quite close to that giant over there.
Aren't there other units to bother?
And I would rather not lure the giant back into my base by some mistake.
Yes, tell
Fall
me.
back.
But be quick. Okay.
Come on. There you go.
You again. Are you
This is a
sure?
bit too much, ladies.
What?
Don't push out.
Building completed.
There we go. We got the first bit of iron.
You are
Finally.
gonna pay me for this, right?
I want another soldier center. We're going to move to mass production of soldiers. Eventually, though, because
You again.
it's going to take a bit of time before I get the amount of rangers that I need. Okay,
The train has
with these
arrived
guys
at
on
the
temporary
station.
detachment
You
here,
again.
and
You
group
order,
2 ready
you
to
pay.
push south, we can have another couple of rangers up here as stationary guards. And hopefully acquire another bit of iron, because this is going to go very, very slowly. Let's cancel that. Got a couple more rangers.
Ready and waiting.
Okay.
And I want,
What?
at the very
You are
least,
gonna
2 of
pay me
you
for this,
guys to move over here. Ah, we don't quite have the range yet. Okay. Now with all this secure, I can set up more windmills
My bow and arrows are ready.
and more farms, and make sure I can keep expanding. Because I really have a lot of food, but not a lot of power. Yeah, so I want you to start pushing out additional rangers.
Attention. Building completed.
Now there is a time limit on this mission. It's currently day 36. Limit is day 70. So I still have a lot of weeks left in order to just defend this or to further bolster my forces.
The
But
train has
eventually,
arrived at the station.
it is going to have to happen. I will have to push out.
Yes, tell me.
And I will have to either kill the giant or it kills me. And at that point, you generally don't even have enough time to recover. Like, you don't have enough time to build another 100 soldiers.
Are you sure?
Even with your economy running full speed, you might not
This
make
better
it.
be good. My bow and arrows are ready. Yes, tell
Now, I
me.
also got to be
But be
careful with these rangers not to put them on chase mode, so they also
quick.
clear the
My bow
map.
and arrows are ready. Oh. here we go
I've
again.
tried it,
Yes.
and they kind of attack the giant on their own,
So
which is
tired.
very brave
Last night was amazing.
and very stupid.
You again.
Because that giant just takes
Is that
one bash
all?
at you and wipes out
So
2 or 3 rangers with one
Straight
bash.
To the heart.
So it is not a fair fight.
What do you want now?
And I am not at all
Yes.
opposed to unfair fights, so long as I'm the one who's picking the fight.
Okay.
Attention.
Get that
This
food.
is gonna
Building
cost you
completed.
double.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay. Let's work on a defensive here.
The train has arrived at the station.
And with food good and power good, we can upgrade a couple more houses. Where are the smaller ones? Here. Just 5 left.
What do you want now?
There's another defensive ranger
Are you sure?
detachment.
What?
These guys got their own tower.
Our
What's up?
defenses
Any
are being
infected
attacked.
around?
Already? Oh, these guys got on the
Attention.
tower and that's when they started
Building
engaging.
completed.
Right.
What? Whatever you
Alright,
say.
Ranger Task Force
long as
2,
they're
push
paying.
out. Set up another Tesla here. This is another nice defensive.
Oh,
And there's the
more
additional
orders.
iron that I'm looking for. I need more soldiers. A lot more. At least manpower won't be an issue. Because with the amount of workers that I have available,
Aren't there other units
and
to
the
buy?
amount of upgrades that I still need to do, I should have no problem with the housing. Oh, gold's the bottleneck.
Attention. Building completed.
Even with an income of 1,030.
Attention. Building completed.
What? Oh, they're attacking this side. See, this is another random.
Reporting for duty. Reporting
Another
for
random wave. And this is why I set up all those defensive lines.
Building completed.
Because you cannot have these fuckers get through. It... No. Look at that. If they break through here, they're going to take this tower, the mills, the other towers, the farms, and then it's done. It is GG, and there is no coming back.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
What do you want now? What?
Alright, I
You again.
want...
What?
Let's
You call
see.
that a plan?
2 of you might not
You
be
are gonna
enough.
pay me for this, right?
So let's get 4 of you.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? You order, you pay. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
And I want another couple of... Well, maybe not so much here, but further out.
Gotcha.
Because I do have a couple more
What do you
defensive
want
rangers.
now? Great.
And when I say defensive rangers, I mean they're the
Take
same
my
rangers
arrow.
as the usual ones are.
What? You
It's just that I intend to use them in a defensive role. Let's wait for this thing to finish up. I am going to set up a gate when it's done, but mostly because I have an excess of wood.
Building completed.
Not so much that I expect to need defenses over here. It's rather to have them and not need them than the other way around.
This better be good. What?
Okay, Tesla Tower here, and that should allow me to build the quarry.
Oh, here we go again.
And keep pumping out not ranger, soldiers.
Reporting for
Currently, we're at 11,
What?
and we're gonna need a lot more. You could argue that I should have let the soldiers do most of the map clearing, but I just needed to conquer all of this to get to that stage. Mills. Let's see, where can I fit a few more? Oh, I'm out of cash.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
What? Gotcha. You are gonna pay me for this, right? What?
Okay, let's finish up this defensive line.
This better be good.
Build the quarry,
Attention.
and increase production on the soldiers.
Reporting for duty.
Because I need to get to about 100 before I'm ever going to attempt to take that guy down.
Attention.
It's just way too
Building
much damage
completed.
that he can inflict.
Attention. Building completed.
Wall. Well, they're not quite getting overwhelmed yet, but there's definitely a good number of targets down here. Jesus.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Where'd you all come from?
Attention. Building completed.
Let's see, ladies.
What?
Once those towers are done, I want you guys to be manning them, but that means that this site will need more defenses. Or rather, offenses. Maybe I can push these soldiers out. This is a bit more power.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Oh, I forgot a section of wall here. Guess I ran out. There.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Keep knocking them down.
Roger
Fall
that.
back a little.
You again.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to save the episode here. Next episode, I hope to take down the giant. I'm currently on day 41. This guy is not going anywhere, fortunately. Neither am I, until he leaves the area. So I'm going to be continuing my construction of additional soldiers, making sure I can get enough firepower and enough lead downrange to take down this guy. More next episode, so join me then. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for the next one.